you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me.
Hey friends, welcome back. We are finally sharing the bedroom makeover. I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you guys. It is long overdue and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm so happy for a pop of color and bringing my room to life in a way that feeds my soul. And I'm excited to be here and sharing it with you. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a single mom to 3 boys and I do lifestyle motherhood content on this channel. If you like that, I hope you choose to stick around. We are starting off with taking the room apart. This is a photo of me and my cousin Kyle, who passed away in 2008, and that is what the tattoo is on my wrist. And I always leave this photo frame in my room somewhere, whether it be on a nightstand or whatever. I've literally had it since 2008, really. It was always one of my favorite pictures of him and I. It was during we were at a house party, drinking, of course. We were pretty young. I mean, drinking age, but pretty young. And we were just hanging out and he was trying to talk to me, and of course in millennial fashion I was trying to take pictures, and I don't know why, I've just always loved that picture. Even when he was still alive, it was one of my favorite photos, so I make sure it's always somewhere around me because it brings me so much happiness to look at and to see his face every day.
Here with you, everything.
So we are painting my entire room in this video because we built this house in 2020, and if you don't know, when you build in a subdivision, they do flat paint, which you cannot wipe off, you cannot clean. It is awful, right? So I didn't necessarily hate the color, although I wanted it to be a little bit more beige instead of gray. But I didn't hate the color, but I have to paint my whole house because I've got to get rid of this flat paint because I have kids. My walls are disgusting and I need to be able to clean my walls off. So we have lived in this house now for 5 years and I've never cleaned a single wall because it's flat paint. Why bother? But before you paint, it's so important to get all the dust and clean all the walls. So that is what I'm doing here. And I decided that I was not going to take these shelves down, and I wasn't going to take them out for the TV down either, because honestly, nobody's going to see it. These shelves are not going anywhere. They're going to stay. I don't plan on redecorating this wall, so why even bother taking them down? The screws are in studs. I just didn't want to be bothered with it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just didn't want to be bothered with it. So I figured I'll paint around it. Since we're painting, I'm gonna go ahead and spackle some spots on the wall that I know need to be spackled. I have no idea where this one came from, but I saw it, so we're gonna handle it. We're also going to take off the outlets to make our lives a little bit easier, because it's so much easier to just do it this way than to try and paint around the outlet cover. Of course, make sure you sand down the spackle before you start painting. This paint is I believe, I will have everything I can link down below. I will also have the paint colors down below as well, but I believe this was a Benjamin Moore, and I believe the color is called Natural Choice, and this is going to be the color that I paint my entire house. I love this color. When I did samples downstairs in my kitchen, it's so funny because I knew I liked the color on my walls. I just wanted it to be less gray. And so I knew I wanted to kind of play off that. So I did samples in the kitchen, and when I did the sample of this, it literally almost looked exactly the same as the color on the wall, except for it had a beige undertone. And I was like, this is perfect. And at first, when I started painting my room, I was like, oh, I don't know. Is it too yellow? Is it too off-white? But once it dried and everything is settled, I absolutely love it. And it's actually getting me kind of excited to paint the rest of the house, which says a lot because I hate painting.
Don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies.
I'm not going to share with you me painting this entire room because I feel like that would get repetitive and make this video way too long, and like I said, I hate painting. So there were moments where I was like, I am so over this, that just having to reposition the camera a million times just sounded like more work, and I was over it. But the example of the flat paint, you see that black line on the wall, that is from my laundry basket rubbing up on the wall, and you cannot wipe it off because it's flat paint. That is the kind of stuff that I need to be able to wipe off the wall. I need it not to leave marks everywhere.
But not as much just as does, so baby, bye. It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight before we make this even worse.
All right, y'all, it is another day. We got all of the walls painted in the bedroom except for this accent wall. That is what we're gonna be getting done today. I am going to move all of this furniture, rearrange the room, and get to working on that wall. I'm super excited, but also really nervous because I picked a bold color and I didn't sample it. I just got it and said, we're gonna leave it. If I hate it, it'll stay for a few months and whatever. I really don't think I will hate it. If anything, I'll be like, meh, it's okay, but I don't think I'll hate it. But I picked a bold color because I wanted to go bold, but I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. So this should be fun. I painted the whole room, which was very daunting, and I hate painting, but we got it done. I didn't film the whole thing because honestly I had to do 2 coats. I had to do the trim and all of that, and I was so over painting that I was like, I'm not adding more work to it, and y'all would get bored seeing me paint this over and over again. So, and I still have to paint this wall, so let's get to moving this furniture and get to start painting. I'm super excited. Of course, we have to rearrange the entire room in order to be able to get to this wall. That is the downside. I would probably, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I would probably change the color of this wall every year if it wasn't so difficult for me to have to do, because there's so much process. Like, this mattress is insanely heavy. It's such a heavy mattress. I hate having to move it. I hate having to move the bed, but we are also putting a new rug down, so I needed this rug to go. And thanks to you guys, I've gotten so many comments throughout the years that I've done YouTube. If you didn't know, I have another channel called Happily Ever Becca where I do cleaning motivation, and I've gotten so many comments throughout the years about that rug. People want to know where it's from, where they can get it, if there's a link. I bought it at Ross for, I don't know, like maybe $80 in like 2017, and I have mostly always had it in my room, so it doesn't have any stains on it. It's very low traffic. We don't wear shoes upstairs. So, but I got compliments on it all the time. And so it's an older rug, so I didn't want to like charge somebody for it, but at the same time I didn't want it to go to waste. So I literally posted it on my neighborhood page and was like, free, it's on this porch, come and get it. And literally within a minute I had like 5 messages, and I was like, wow, I didn't expect it to go that fast. So it went to a good home, somebody who's going to use it, and you know, somebody got a steal of a deal that day, I guess.
Could you tell me what I'm supposed to do without you? It's like I'm just seeing empty faces staring from across the room, when all I want is to get out of here and back to you. On my way home, I'll stop at your window. I should've known how much it hurts when you still love somebody. When you still love somebody.
Staying out on the weekends, I really need something to do. I'm just trying to smile when.
All right, don't quote me on this. Like I said, everything will be in the description box down below, but this is the color we are painting the accent wall. I believe it is Sherwin-Williams Salmon Run. And this color, honestly, I was just going bold and wasn't even sure how I was going to feel about it. I knew I wanted this wall to be more of like a pink, like salmon, coral type of color, like a maybe even like a blushy kind of color. I wasn't sure exactly what color I wanted, and y'all, I just winged it. I went to the store and was like, this looks good. I'm gonna get some paint and paint it this, and if I hate it, then we'll wait some time and then paint it again, because I didn't want to have to get samples, go back to the store and get the one I wanted. And I just honestly was like, you know what, if I don't love it, I'll repaint it later. It's not that big of a deal. And so this is the color I chose, and I was very indifferent about it at first. Once I finished the wall, I was like, I don't hate it, but I'm not like, it looks amazing, if that makes any sense. And I still kind of feel the same way about it, but I also have no idea what other color I would paint this wall. So I literally sat, the first night I painted it, I sat in my bed and looked at like TikToks and paint colors and was like, okay, well, if I were to paint it a different color, what color? Like if I could come across the perfect color, like what would that be? And y'all, I just could not find every color I found was either too like purpley or too pink, or it just, there was nothing that I found that I was like, okay, well, I like that one better. So this is what we landed on. And like I said, I don't hate it. I don't particularly feel like it is amazing, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I know some of you guys are going to be like, I hate it. And some of you guys are going to be like, I love it. That's just the way it goes because we are all obviously uniquely different. But however, I did want a bold color. I wanted something feminine, and I wanted something that was going to really kind of smack you in the face when you walked in the room. And this color definitely does that. So until I can find the perfect shade, it's just not worth the trouble of repainting this wall when I don't hate it.
At the doorway, pretending that you had the time of your life. Had we met before, instant chemistry, was so glad you came. Had we met before.
So Colby was at work on this day, and honestly, I was incredibly eager to get my bed back where it belongs. I just don't like it when my bed is on the wall like this. It's too close to the TV. I just don't like it. It's not comfortable for me. So Chris actually works right by my house. And Chris is my ex if you're new here. We are very cordial. We co-parent very well together. We have been separated for over 2 years now. Actually, it's been almost 3 years now, which is wild, especially if you've been here since we were together. Oh my goodness, it's been such a long time. But we have now fallen into a place where we co-parent very well together. Obviously, we get along. We always work in the better interest of our children, and we always will. Even on days where we're driving each other nuts and we really don't want to deal with each other, we always have our kids at the forefront of our mind. However, I was like, can you please come over and help me move this dang bed? Because Colby's at work and I don't have anybody else to help me. So please come over. It was like a team effort. I also had one of my girlfriends down the road from me, one of my neighbors that I'm friends with. I was like, hey, can you come over? It was like a few days before this. Can you come over and help me hang my TV back up after I painted the other walls? And she was like, yeah, no problem. She came over with her husband and stuff, and we moved the two. So it was just a team effort. When you're single and you're alone and you have big furniture to move and stuff, like, you need help. And that's just the way it is. And, you know, you ask anybody and everybody for it. But on a side note, do y'all see this rug? Because this rug is the showstopper. I absolutely love it. I love it. It's very similar to the rug in my living room. The colors are a little bit different, but it's a very similar style, and y'all, I absolutely love it. And mind you, I did not realize the curtains were going to be almost the same color as the wall. Otherwise, I would have gotten darker curtains, but it is what it is now. It looks good. I don't mind it. But when I hung them up, I was like, oh, I definitely have a color preference.
Struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, fire burning bright. But now I know what it was. It was like coming home. Yeah, it felt like coming home. I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by herself on a Saturday night.
So I decided with the bedding that I wanted to do very like neutral-esque colors, and I wanted the wall and the rug to really be what like speaks to the color pops. And green is my favorite color, and I'm trying really hard not to paint every accent wall in my house green. It's very hard, but I'm trying. So I decided to do green bedding, and to complement the green and the pinkish coral tones, I got like an ivory color sheets. And once again, all this stuff will be linked down below. I love the comforter. It's a oversized king size comforter, so it fits the bed so great. It hangs off the edges so great. It does not look too small, which some king comforters can kind of like not sit right on it because they're too short. But I absolutely love the color of this one. I love the way it sits on the bed, and it's super duper comfortable. But y'all, peep this bench. I will see if I can find it, but I did get it at Burlington Coat Factory, which is kind of like a TJ Maxx, so I'm not sure I will be able to find it and link it. We also got Lola a new dog bed because we're redoing the room. We need a new dog bed, and I wanted something cute, but I also wanted to make sure that it was going to be comfortable for her, and this one looked so cozy on the website, and it was super duper cute, and I thought it would be a great like accent color, kind of match the nightstands or whatever. But y'all, this mirror is the reason why it took me so long to get this video out. Are you ready for this? I had this room done within 5 days. I was done. It honestly was probably like 4 days, was done with like painting and all that kind of stuff. I had ordered everything. I ordered the mirror. It said it was going to come within 2 days. I was like, perfect. And then a few days passed, doesn't come. And then I'm like, okay. And it said it was delayed, but it said it was at my local FedEx store. So I was like, okay, well, it's coming. It's just late. So then I literally wait a couple more days, nothing. I call FedEx because I'm like, I just want the mirror. Like, I just want to get it. And she was like, yeah, it's at the location. We'll put a memo to, send it out to you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Waited a couple more days. Did not get it. And finally, Walmart does this thing where like you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can get a refund. So I waited until that time came, requested a refund, and canceled that one, and then reordered it and had it within 2 days. It was just a shipment error. It happens. No shade to FedEx or Walmart. It is what it is. That's almost never happened to me before, but that is what the holdup was with this room makeover. All right, y'all, here are some finishing shots. I am so happy with how this turned out. I love all the accent pieces. I just love everything. This is so much more up my alley, my style. I love the gold accents. I love the greens. I love the coral. I love how everything tied together. And this is a quick before, so you can remember where we started. Very bland, very gray. And then this is the after. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new and you like this type of content, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.